Derek Stewart speaking from the DC Stewart Podcast, along with my co-host Isaiah. It is Wednesday, one day before Thanksgiving in most places in the United States. Right now, it's about 11 o'clock on the East Coast, still 8 o'clock on the West Coast. We welcome you to our show. How you doing, Isaiah? How's everything going so far?
Doing well. Anticipating on tomorrow, giving thanks to the Lord above and family and friends. I just can't wait to celebrate the Thanksgiving Day, but I'm gonna celebrate the entire week, the rest of the week, finish out on Sunday.
That sounds like a plan to be, to have it roll into the weekend, because if you add all the festivities to that, including the football games that's going to be happening, with professional football on Thanksgiving Day, then you're looking at a few games, I believe, on Friday in college, and then Saturday game day. And then you got Sunday NFL again. So, what a way to enjoy a Thanksgiving weekend in the United States.
Yeah.
Isn't that a beautiful thing?
It's a 4-day weekend for most people too. So
Absolutely.
off on Thursday,
Absolutely.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So you'll have some special moments to listen to us on these 4 days.
Absolutely. That's right.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, man, something dawned back on me from our childhood about a place called Conchtown, which was in the Liberty City area of Miami. Actually, it's more bordered Little Havana. Tell me a little bit about Conchtown, and tell the viewer a little bit about what Conch stands for, and basically what does it taste like, and what is the menu looking like?
Well, it's the seafood. It comes out of a shell. Most people, when they take that meat out of it, they use it because it makes a noise when you blow into it. It's almost like a whistle type of noise, but it was huge in the Bahamas because the water over there, have these type of shells there. And now when you take that meat out of the shell, it's like a tough texture of rubber. And you run it through a machine that tenderizes it, and then of course you put the meat tenderizer in it too. And most people use it as a conch fritter. They can use it as conch salad, and they can use it by itself. And most people serve it with pigeon peas and rice and fries, and it can be your main course if you want it like that. But it's extraordinarily great tasting. I've been tasting it ever since I was a little kid, man. Drive our bicycles down to the Conchtown, and they used to sell it in a quarter little thing and a half pound and all of that, and you would save your money up and get that conch, just the conch and fries. And I think it was a icy soda we used to drink back then.
I remember those times. I remember those days.
Along with my Pepsi. I used to have a Pepsi with that sucker even back then. So yeah, man, they still open too. As a matter of fact, I think they close around 8 o'clock at night, but they still open, they still thriving, they still doing what they're doing for all those years. People still going there and patronizing the business. So yeah, that's a good thing. So
conch is very similar to calamari, correct? The taste and the texture.
The texture of it is like calamari, but I think it tastes better than calamari to me. Calamari is good, what you got the shrimp sauce with it, that red sauce. But I like it, with hot sauce on it. I don't put that dipping sauce on the conch. I love it just the way it is. You can actually eat it by itself. It's just that tasty.
So it's technically, conch is an oversized sea snail. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's a shell. You know how you see these people who use these shells like for ornaments? They use them when they put them on their tabletops. And that chances are it was conch inside of it. So most people use them just to decorate the living room. They can put the shell on the table and it beautifies the homes. Yeah, this is a good thing. It's pretty. Some of them come in different colors too. So, it's a beautify your living room or your den or whatever the case may be. But it's a good tasty thing to have, called as a seafood.
Okay, so what I will do is we will place the information for Conchtown. So if you're ever in the Miami area and you would like, if you're ever in the Miami area and would like to taste conch, we'll place all of the information in the comment section And you can get all that information out of there. It'll be a phone number and an address and everything else.
Across the street from Miami-Jackson High School on 17th Avenue and 36th Street, Northwest. So anybody want to eat some good stuff, go right on over to Conchtown. I might go over there next week. After I get up eat my leftovers from Thanksgiving, I might hit them up next week.
Well, you're making me jealous because I don't have an opportunity to be down there to try conch right now, but at some point in time, I'll be back.
You know what? When you come down here to watch the Dodgers game, when the Marlins beat the Dodgers, I'll swing by there, take you over there. No big deal.
Because Marlins Stadium is right up the street, right?
Right down the street, yeah.
Down the street.
That'll wake you up and get you back on track once you leave that stadium with sorrow on your face because the Marlins.
I don't know about that because the Dodgers. Hey, don't start. The Dodgers is world champ. The Marlins hadn't been world champ since they were the Florida Marlins. So remember that. Get that, Jack. Remember that.
No, that's not true.
I'm telling you.
You gotta go check your sources.
Okay, so tell me the last time the Marlins has won a World Series.
I don't remember, but it was still the Miami Marlins when they did it.
Well, it used to be the Florida Marlins, remember?
Right, they're the Miami Marlins now. They won a championship since then. You always try to marginalize my team, man, and you from the 305. Stop that.
I'm the 305, baby. So don't start that up. So the last time the Marlins has won 2 World Series championships, one was in 1997 and the other one was in 2003.
Okay. Maybe you might be right. First time. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm always right. I just get my facts to back things up, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So definitely, we will definitely go to Conchtown once I come down there and watch the Dodgers inflict some pain on the Marlins, although I'm still a 305.
Usually restaurants don't stay open that long unless they got good stuff and good service, so they still around. So we don't swing over there when you come down.
Have the test time. It might be a different management or a different owner, but they're
still doing something, right?
Absolutely.
They still got the same name and they're still in the same location. You know how many places done dissolved since then? Because they used to have a shoe store right on that corner called Benny's and Denny's. Remember? We used to go over there and get
Benny's and Denny's. Yes.
Right on the corner there.
Yes. And they used to have clothing shops and everything for suits and everything right around that general vicinity.
Of course. We used to ride our bicycles down there. Either, we'll walk in the pack of guys. We'll go down there, little kids, go down there, pick up our Converse shoes for school.
Absolutely.
They had every colors in there.
They did. I remember those times as well.
Just thinking back up there, I think when they had the McDuffie riots, Benny's and Denny's got, burned.
It was looted.
Yeah, it was looted and it was burned down, I think.
Yes, it was.
Not mistaken. And they never came back, but that goes to show you that Conchtown, they're staying power. They still there. They didn't bother them.
Absolutely.
You've reached the end of another episode of the DC Stewart Sports Talk Podcast. Be sure to connect with us at Facebook and Twitter.com. Your voice is important, so head over to iTunes to subscribe, rate, and leave us a review. Catch our next episode.